Hi guys, it's Lana here. Welcome back to Lana's Summertime. In today's video, I am going to introduce you to some products that I have started incorporating into my acne care routine. I am somebody who has suffered with acne since I was born. I have suffered with acne for longer than Netflix has existed. When I first started having acne, plastic bags were still free with your purchase. I've tried lots of different products and I'm now just kind of settling on a routine that I feel like I understand, not only in terms of what my skin needs, but also what the products are able to give me in terms of their ingredients and that kind of thing. I can finally understand skincare. The products that I'm using in the video today are by Teami. I've actually worked with them in the past and I was really happy when they asked if we could work together again. I really love Teami's approach to collaborations. Teami actually offers you the chance to try out the products and decide whether you like them before we agree to any sort of collaboration between us. So I've tried them out and I've agreed that I really like them, I really like what they do for me, and I'm happy to make this video in collaboration with them. They are 100% organic, they are free from artificial fragrance, artificial colours, artificial preservatives. They're also vegan, cruelty-free, and they're designed for all skin types. Of course, it is difficult to know what's going to work on every skin type, but I'm just here to show you how it works on mine. So the first product is a cleanser. It is the Superfood cleanser. It took me a really long time to figure out the sorts of cleansers that my skin liked. I have used 1,000,001 different types of cleansers: foam cleansers, gel cleansers, charcoal cleansers. They all had a different effect, and I think one of the biggest effects was that a lot of them were too harsh and kind of damaged my skin barrier, which can be quite bad, so I'm definitely trying to avoid that. Some of them were just making my skin sensitive, some of them were irritating my acne and making it worse, especially those ones that include scrubs, like physical scrubs. I avoid those like the plague. Do not let a physical scrub come anywhere near me. I'm avoiding scrubs and I'm avoiding harsh cleansers. This one's great for me. The other item that I'm going to use today is the Detox Green Tea Blend. It's also with matcha lemongrass and clay. When I wear makeup, I actually double cleanse. First thing that I'm going to do is oil cleanse. I just take a little blob of oil like this and I just put that all on my face. I feel like in the past, people were scared of using oils on their face. Everyone was kind of scared of oily skin. Nobody wanted oily skin. Nobody wanted to put oil in their skin. It was kind of the worst thing imaginable. And now our understanding of oils on skin has completely changed. I'd say like in the last 10 years or something like that, 5 years. So now I feel like oil is used in the skincare routine in two ways. So firstly, to cleanse oil-soluble products from the skin. So you might have something that's waterproof. Oh my gosh, look at my eyes. Anything that's waterproof means that it's not soluble in water, but will generally be soluble in oil. So if you're wearing any waterproof makeup, then you're going to need to cleanse it with oil. And if you don't, then you're going to be scrubbing at your face for a long time trying to get it all off. And scrubbing is bad for your skin, so don't scrub, don't do anything harsh with your skin. Just take a gentle oil and do a gentle oil cleanse just to shift it all. You see how it's all just shifting? Now it's not going to set anywhere. It's easy to remove when it's like this. Just the first really important step, because I want to have the most gentle cleanse that I can, and I can't cleanse gently if I'm scrubbing makeup products off. So just to make sure everything stays gentle, let's just do this step first. And then once I've done the oil cleanse, I like to remove the remaining makeup with like a flannel or a makeup eraser or something like that. I just damp it down, get it nice and wet. And this is just really a simple and effective way of removing that existing makeup. I feel like if I don't do this step, then I end up getting a lot of makeup in my sink and down the plug hole, which I feel like leads to blocked drains and that kind of thing. I just took the rest of it off with this. So I also wanted to give you guys a good look at my skin. So this is it. I have already kind of managed to reduce the bumpy acne that I used to suffer with, and now I have mostly acne, just scarring, like some pigmentation. Thankfully I was really lucky and I don't have a lot of the indented scarring, which is really common with cystic acne and severe acne. Mine is really just sort of the pigmentation, and I do actually have breakouts down here right now currently, which I am hoping to care for and hoping to reduce the appearance of those by using these products. So if you weren't wearing makeup on this day, this is pretty much where you would pick up this routine. I don't oil cleanse if I haven't been wearing makeup. I don't see any need to oil cleanse if I haven't been wearing makeup. On every other day where there's no makeup involved, this is where I would start my skincare routine. So I have a fresh face, no makeup, but I'm still going to cleanse, and I'm going to use a very gentle cleanser. And the reason for that is because my skin needs it, and I can assure your skin is probably going to need a cleanse at least once a day. That's from sweat, dust, dead skin cells, from bacteria that has gone onto your face from touching your face, anything else that may have come into contact with your face, from the pollution outside. There are so many things that can get onto your skin and actually make it dirty. So we're gonna do a little bit of a cleanse anyway, regardless of whether you're wearing makeup or not. So you just want to pump a little bit of this onto your hands. Just a tiny bit like this, you don't need a lot. And then put it together in your hands, add water. I've actually wet my face already and my hands are very wet. So you just want to turn this into a very soft lather. It doesn't lather up very much. And then I just apply this to my face. And this smells so good. This smells like fresh apples. I really want to get in there and get those areas that I'm concerned about, which is definitely down here. I would definitely attribute this to hormonal acne, but it's very important that I cleanse it all as well. The same as with all over my face, in the crevices of my nose, on the planes of my face. And you also have to remember that down here by your chin, that frequently gets neglected in the cleansing process, despite having so much makeup on it all the time. Just gonna rinse it off now, and that's the cleansing steps done. So that's my skin instantly after cleansing. I love how it feels on my skin. It's definitely very gentle. My skin doesn't feel irritated. It doesn't feel tight or dry or anything. And I think that oil balance with my skin is something that's really important. My skin hates being dried out, and when it feels like that, it starts to increase that oil production tenfold. So I try to avoid drying out my skin as much as possible just to try and keep that oil balance in check. So this definitely does that for me. And it definitely adds like a little glow. But we are by no means done. We need to take care of this acne. Look at this. And then I take the Teami Detox Mask. It's a green tea blend with matcha, lemongrass and clay. So this is the clay mask. Oh, it smells good. Smells good, smells delightful. So I literally just apply this with my finger. I know that I should use like a little brush or something, but this is how it's gonna be. So I just apply this all over the planes of my face, and I do this a couple times a week because I love the benefits. I have been doing this all over my face. I could just do it on the acne areas. I like to draw out the impurities all over my face because I do have some quite large pores and some blackheads all in this area that all need a bit of treatment. Not necessarily like acne and pimples. My acne and pimples are definitely focused on the bottoms of my face and around my chin. That's good. Now that I look like Shrek, I give Fiona a run for her money. Shrek was such a cutie. We are on an ogre flex today. Okay, now I'm just gonna let this sit until it gets somewhat dry. I don't want it to get too dry to the point where I can't move my face and it's completely cracked, because what that can actually do is stretch your pores, which is a bad thing. You want to make sure that it's dry and that it's just lifted in color slightly, but not so dry, not rock solid. That's too much. Just a good amount. I'll show you what I mean when I get there. Won't you take me to Funky Town? I'm not gonna lie, the Shrek 2 soundtrack is what got me through my dissertation. Shrek 2 is the best and has the best soundtrack of all of them. Just saying. I feel like I actually put too much of this product on. You really don't need that much because a little goes a long way. And you might start to feel that your skin is a bit tingly, and to me that just signifies that all of these active ingredients are getting to work. Like the bentonite clay, which targets inflammation and redness, and the lemongrass, which has antibacterial and antifungal properties. Lemongrass is actually an astringent, which means it's really targeting, drawing out those impurities in the pores. You might find that it's a bit harsh in some products, but not in this one because it's actually sitting towards the end of the ingredients list, which means it's not too potent, and I feel like they found the perfect balance there. I feel like those are a perfect combination to improve my complexion in terms of color and texture. And then you have one of my favorite skincare ingredients, which is matcha, because it's a variation of green tea, and I love green tea for my face. I have so many skincare products that have green tea as one of the active ingredients. It infuses the face with antioxidants, which targets dull skin, leaving you with a really bright and glowy and youthful looking complexion. I think I can go a little bit longer till it dries. The guidelines are 10 to 12 minutes. You can see on these areas that are a bit dry, you can see every individual pore. Now everything has been kind of sucked out of it. Now that's why it's really important to make sure you don't leave this on for much longer, because otherwise what can happen as it tightens is it can actually pull at your skin and stretch your pores. So you don't want that. I think we have reached the perfect amount of dryness, so now let's take it off. I'm going to use warm water and a damp towel to help me do that, and remember, I'm not going to scrub too harshly or anything. And yeah, let's just see what's happening to my skin under here. So if you're wondering how best to get this off, my top tip is to use warm water on a towel. It actually helps so much with getting it off. Like, look how easily this comes off. And it feels like a little spa event. It feels so nice. Now I just pat my face dry with a towel. I feel like my face looks so bright now. Let's take a look at my skin before I did the mask and compare it with this now, because I'm really interested to see what it looks like immediately after. I'm also really interested in this cross section of my face, my nose and the apples of my cheeks, which is where I tend to get the most congested looking pores, the biggest pores, and the most amount of oiliness and grease, blackheads and that kind of thing. So that tends to happen here. So as long as those are looking clean and fresh, then I'm happy. And right down here, I'm hoping to just cleanse out this whole area of any bacteria and making sure that my skin has all the nutrients that it needs to help soothe these pimples and fade the dark marks once they are recovered. So now I will of course finish up with my normal skincare, which I'm not going to show you in this video, but that really focuses more on my day-to-day goals, which are to just reduce the amount of breakouts that I have and to help fade acne marks and just get my skin looking even and fresh all over. So that's really what my day-to-day skincare is looking like. But in this video I just really wanted to focus on what do I do when I do have a breakout, the specific steps that I take, and what are the specific products that I've been using. So yeah, when I do have a flare like this, which is usually hormonal, so it's usually like once a month, when I have something like this, green tea, detox mask, gentle cleansers, really not scrubbing the skin, really not trying to exfoliate with harsh chemical exfoliants either. I'm really just trying to take care of my skin in the gentlest way possible when I do this, drawing out those impurities and nourishing my skin. So those are the products that I've been using. Of course, I'm not just going to leave you hanging without a discount code. So check out the products in the description box down below and use LANA'S for 25% off the entire order. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs it up if you did. Also subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications if you want to see more from me. Also get me on Instagram for all of the blessings and the breakdowns, because I put it all on there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.